Hey, what's going on everybody? Sergeant F1 here, and today we got a video for you that we're going to be talking about how to find your perfect sensitivity. If you follow my streams or anything like that, you know that I'm always trying to perfect my aim, and that's my weakest point in my game. I'm trying to hit my shots better and all this kind of stuff, trying to find the perfect sensitivity and what works for me. So throughout all my research and trying to figure out how to get it down, I came across this Psa method, which stands for Perfect Sensitivity Approximation Method. Now the idea is that you're going to get these numbers. One's going to be a lower sense, one's going to be a higher sense. You're going to test both of them out, and then you're going to just keep picking which one you want, and then it's going to give you a new set of numbers. You're going to keep doing that until you kind of find out exactly what works for you. Before we get into all the details and all things like that, one of the important things is not to warm up. Just jump in when you just first get on the computer and you're ready to go. Don't be warmed up. Don't go practice and then do this. You want to find it it's going to kind of give you that natural feel, and then it's going to take you less time to warm up in the future, and it's just going to work out for you. So before we start, one of the cool things that I found out before, there's some like math involved, and you always had to plug in your numbers and things like that, because I've done this in the past before, but I just kind of got tired of putting in the math numbers. I just picked a number and I just went from there. But I did it again, and this time I found a calculator for it, so I can legit just plug in the sensitivities. It does it for me, and I just keep going. I'm going to provide a direct link in the description below, but right now I'm going to show you kind of what that looks like, so you just get a good, nice little visual. So you can just open up your browser. We're going to put right there, Perfect Sensitivity Calculator. Now this top one, I don't feel like it worked correctly. So click this one. I'll provide a link to that in the description. But another thing that I did is I actually used my phone. So I pulled this up on my phone, and I was playing in the game, working on the things I'm gonna be showing you in a second. But I was playing the game, and I was actually plugging these numbers in my phone, and then I was just going from there. Instead of having to minimize your screen, plug in, and then get back into it, you can do it straight from your phone, saves you time. And we all about saving time. So pretty much this is kind of what it looks like. Let's just say that you start off with a 0.03. I'll explain all this in a second. You have your lower number here, got your higher number here. You're gonna pick which one feels better, and then you're gonna get a new set of numbers. You're gonna get another lower, another higher. You're gonna pick which one feels better. Now you're gonna get another set of numbers. You're gonna keep going like that. At some point, it's gonna fine tune. It's gonna tell you what your perfect sensitivity is. And remember, we're talking about in-game sensitivity. We're not talking about DPI. Keep your DPI the same or whatever it is. All right, so what I choose to do is I like to go into creative mode, so I can just pull something out from a prefab or whatever, but you don't have to. You can do it in Playground. The first thing I like to do is grab something. I just grab a prefab if you don't know how to do it. Just pick something that's small, throw it down, you can make a copy of it, put it in the field, there we go. First thing you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna have to put in that base sensitivity, and what it's asking for, you're gonna take your mouse, place it on one side of your mouse pad, go straight across, and pick the sensitivity that uses your whole mouse space to do one full turn. You want it from one edge to one edge, creates one full 360-degree turn. So put your point right there, go straight across. If you're overshooting it, then drop it down a little bit. Find the sensitivity where if you go straight across your mouse pad, it's one full 360-degree turn. Obviously, I've already done it, so that's why you see me overshooting it, because I've already picked up my sensitivity. So you're gonna find that's gonna be your base sensitivity. Let's say 0.03 goes across my entire mouse pad and gives me to a 360-degree turn. We're gonna use our calculator. We're gonna plug in 0.03. Right now it says I have a low sense of 0.02 and then a high sense of 0.05. Now we're gonna start off with the first 0.02. We're gonna plug in 0.02. Two things you wanna work on. We're gonna do 3 different points of aiming. We're gonna go far, mid, close, and then we're gonna use fingertips, and you're just gonna pretend like you can't even move your wrist. Use your fingertips, use your wrist, and then use your arm. So we're gonna stay far. We're gonna use our fingertips, and we're gonna do things like that. We're gonna just try to keep a dead center on that thing. Keep that dot right there, and just keep using the fingertips. Don't use your wrist, just pick up the mouse as you have to. Do unpredictable mouse movements, jump a little bit, whatever you can do to stay on there. Give yourself time with each sensitivity. Don't just like run through, oh, this one sucks. Just kind of feel it out for a little bit. And now you're gonna do medium, and you're gonna do that with wrist. Do the same thing, some unpredictable movements, whatever, just try to keep it on there. And then arm aim. Use your whole arm. Keep everything else steady. And just try to keep it on there. Now that I've tested the lower sense, we're gonna go ahead and test the higher sense, which tells me to do 0.05. So I'm gonna put 0.05 in. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna start from back here, use just my fingertips. Rinse and repeat, do the medium, do the arm aim, or medium spot, we're doing wrist. Once you're closer up, you're gonna be doing your arm. And you're gonna, whatever feels better. Now, once you pick the one you feel better, you're gonna plug it into on wherever you're doing, whether it's on your other browser or if it's on your phone. So let's say the lower one felt better for me, or then the higher one. Even though both of them might not be ideal, don't worry about it. It's going to find where you're at. You're just gonna go and answer truthfully, whatever really feels better. Don't pick just like this idea of what you general idea of what you already think your number is. Just go with pure feeling what actually felt better. You're gonna pick, and it's gonna give you a new set of numbers, and then you're gonna do the rinse and repeat. Hit the lower, hit the higher, and then pick the best, and then hit the lower, hit the higher, pick the best with the lower, the higher. And each one, you're gonna give yourself a good 2-3 minutes or something with each one to kind of feel it out until you know exactly which one feels better. And after a while, you keep doing that, it's going to narrow down to one sensitivity, and then that's going to be your sensitivity, and that's kind of what feels better for you. It's going to give you the least amount of warm-up time, and it's going to feel natural for you, and it's going to work out better for you. Stick with that sensitivity, because that's your sensitivity, and that's what feels better. Just remember, be honest with yourself. Don't have these pre ideas and numbers that you think you should be at or whatever. Just answer what felt better, what worked for you. At the end, you'll have your sensitivity using the Psa Method. Then once I was done, I just went into another creative mode and just put infinite resources, jumped around, build, and just kind of spam some stuff, spam my editing, things like that, different drills. And just get a good feeling of it, and then just play some games, get used to it. And then I definitely like my new sensitivity, and I just need to I've only had like a day with it, but I can tell that once I get used to it, everything's gonna be pretty good, and I'm pretty happy about it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I've literally been studying on how to get my aim better. I've done everything I can, and this what kind of the things where I've kind of boiled down to as far as finding your sensitivity is concerned. So, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. We're always putting out guides and videos such as these. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys have a good one.